And I fixed his lock amazingly.
Thank you very much.
And I'm giving this irritating man his key back.
Yeah.
All right?
Right. I've heard it's really difficult to do. Is that right?
It is quite difficult, yes. Well, just time consuming, not difficult.
I had the right man for it then.
Possibly. Right, so how long have you not had a lock?
For about 3 months.
Oh, not too bad then.
So I have not been able to check the levels or do anything with it. So
only 3 months?
Yeah, well,
not 12 months.
No, as in like I can't get in there, obviously. So I was more concerned about getting at the levels.
Of course.
Do the oil and stuff.
Of course. So open it then.
Right.
I thought it was like 12 months.
Can I turn it back or something?
I know, you've got to turn it both ways.
Oh.
and to the
That's
right.
my fault.
Alarm works.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, it's fine. I thought it was 12 months.
No.
All right, that's good.
Oh, maybe a bit longer. 3 or 4.
That's right. And well, you can check your levels.
Yeah.
See if you need to. That's a dipstick for the engine.
Why is it low? Is it?
I don't know. We haven't been able to check it.
Yeah, but you might have checked it.
I haven't checked it. I haven't. Hang on, I've got
that's
a massive bit of rag
That's
here.
not too bad. Well, like the water levels.
Exactly, yes. And screen wash is quite useful.
And I went to Bolton.
I know you did.
I went to Bolton on it. And that's when I said to. No, it's not too bad.
No.
No.
Right, that's good then.
Right.
Well done.
Thank you ever so much, Chris Cars.
That's right. Thank you, Sean. It's been a
I know you've got
pleasure.
dirty hands. I know you don't wear gloves either. You're an old school mechanic, aren't you?
Well,
Like my father.
I just don't. Yes, I just don't like gloves.
No.
No, you should wear gloves. You should, but I just don't like it.
No.
It's like going to bed with your socks on, isn't it? It's exactly like that. So that's how it is.
Yeah. Well, I'm honoured to be in your presence.
Good morning, this is Chris Cars. I'm going to show you today how to open a C's bonnet on a Transit Mark 8. It's quite a popular thing. You can't release the bonnet with the key. And then hopefully I'm going to show you how to build the new lock to fit, because you've got to build the lock to fit the key, the original key to the Transit. So that's what we'll do. Apparently the customer supplied the part, I'm not overly excited about, and apparently it's in the car in the glove box. So I will get it and start. Jesus, bit of a mess in here.
What have we got on there?
Don't know what it is. There's a bit of a mess in here. What quite is going on? Anyway, in the glove box, he says. Right. Here's the part.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that perhaps I left it on the seat if it was me, but right, we can go.
Christ. Have you ever seen anything as sights in your time?
I have, but I've not quite seen anything like this.
What?
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. Right then. Why they put a lock on the bonnet, I do not know. I really do not see any benefits of doing that. What's wrong with having the catch inside of the car and a cable inside to just release the bonnet? Just seems a lot of work for very little gain, in my opinion.
What are you actually doing now?
I'm just trying to remove the trim covers so that I can see the back of the bonnet catch.
Oh, I see. Because it's broken, you've got to pull the cable.
Yeah, you've got to release the catch somehow from in behind, I hope.
Before you repair.
Yeah. And then we'll remove the lock. Well, here we're underneath the vehicle. Right, so you can remove this, but I can get these little clips out, but I'm probably not going to bother for a moment, because if you look up there, you can see it's encased in steel. Look, can you see it? I don't know if you can see. You see the catch assembly is encased in up there. Look, just that piece there. You've got that?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, so that's encased in steel, so we'll have to try and get the grill out. A friend of mine says remove the grill. I'm sure there's other ways of doing it, but I think I'm going to do that. So we're underneath, so we've removed this bottom piece like as shown on other YouTube videos, and we'll just remove this piece. So it's got little plastic clips here, which are broken. Some have come out and some are broken, but I think it's just best just to yank this out and remove this. All right, and then we can get plastic clips if necessary afterwards. Right, so up here, do I have the light? Up here is the lock. So we'll try and remove these Torx bolts and try and remove the metal casing in behind. So we'll give that a go first. Where the bloody hell am I going to do that? Remove these. These are easy to remove. Obviously, these are. But there's two above it which don't look quite so easy. They're very close to the radiator. And like I said, there could be other ways of doing this. I don't know, but this is the only way that I can see, and I've never actually done one before.
But what do Ford say? Ford say it's an absolute nightmare, do they?
Yeah, my mate at Ford says good luck. He said, I'm glad you're doing it. He said it's not the easiest thing to do, especially if the catch assembly is seized. Excuse me. A ramp would be ideal. What we could do.
It was quite good to show because a lot of people doing this at home wouldn't have a ramp, so it can be done.
Yeah, yes. Are you filming now? Yeah, so we haven't got a ramp, definitely not. Right. I really need to release these screws up here.
Yeah, that would help, wouldn't it? Are they the same tool size? They're smaller.
I can, but
Yeah, okay.
right. So what you need is you need some sort of pick. You need something. It's the best tool that I can find with a right hand piece on it. Right. So just go to the driver's side cable, push your pick in over the cable there, look, and just pull it down. There, and that's it. That's released.
And that's released the bonnet now.
Yeah, that's released the bonnet. So if you go outside and just show, so that's the bonnet released. You've just got to stop bleeding. I've cut my, you just got to release the secondary catch in there with your hand. I don't know if you can see, just like that. Just release that one and it'll come. That's it. Right.
A bit of a nightmare, but not too bad.
No, but don't worse. Right. So anyway, the catch is all right. So we might just put. It's got grease on it. I would normally grease them, and I'll make sure it's all okay. But we've got to get the lock out. Is the next thing. Try and remove the lock from the grill.
How do we do that?
I don't know. I've never done it. What I'm going to do is just remove the rubber around the lock. So just get the pick again and put it right in the back of the rubber. Put it around the back. Hang on, you probably can't see. Put it around the back of the rubber. Right, and just work it around and pull it. Work the pick around the back of the rubber against the metal plate here, look. And just pull the. You gotta. There, right, and it'll come out. There, that's the cover removed. All right, so there's your lock exposed. Right, just got to get the lock out. Right, so what you need to do is get something behind this clip and go towards the bottom and lever it out. Like that. All right, then grab hold of the lock. You see my fingers in through the grill and pull it out.
Oh, simple as that.
Right. Now we've got it. Right. So this flat piece in the lock, right, fits in that slot there. Look. Okay. Can you hold the light? Can you see it?
Yep.
Right. you don't use a pair of scissors. Use a flat bladed screwdriver or something. But I have to improvise. Right. So it's the flat piece on the lock turns the mechanism here and undoes the lock.
Right.
Right. If you just look there, look. Okay. So that's all working fine. It's plainly obvious if you look at the key. Right. So when you turn the key in the barrel, obviously the paddle should turn with the key.
Right.
And it's not turning, look.
Full.
So whatever the problem is here. So I don't know if you can get this piece separate. I don't know, but we're going to try and show you whatever it is. So we know the problem's in the lock, right? Wherever the box is. Oh yeah, right. So we've got the kit from Ford, right? So I'll try and show you how to build this lock because it comes in a million pieces, look.
Oh my God.
Because you pick the little tumblers to suit this key. So it's a bit of a nightmare, but I'll try and show you how to do it.
That initially seems quite daunting, but you're going to show the subscribers how to build the lock up, are you?
I am, yes. Yes, because then you can use the original key. I don't know whether Ford supply a lock with a key, I'm not sure, but when I've ordered it, this is all they've sent me.
So if you had to buy another key, that would be right expensive.
Well, it'd be a lot easier if you had a spare key, because the lock would be all made up, ready to go. But now we're actually trying to make it to fit the key that's for the van. But anyway, we'll give it a go and see. I just had a little thought. I'm going to remove my prints from something in the glove box because
Probably good idea. You want to
probably got my prints on
forensics to
so
sort that out. Good idea.
There we are. Okay.
Lovely.
Now, right, we're back in the workshop again now. Right, we've assembled the lock. Sorry, we've assembled the lock. So now we're going to put the lock back into the van. Right, but I just need to put these roll pins into the lock assembly. So I've just got to grind the punch because if it's in the middle of the roll pin, it's too small. It's all a bit. Yeah, water coming out now. That's fine. It's all right. Just obviously it's got to be the right diameter to put the rope in. That's fine. Hang on, I don't know what shitties you like here. Hang on. Right. So just tuck the rope pins in nicely. Okay.
They're supporting the lock from moving.
Yeah, they hold the cylinder in the housing.
Right.
Right. Otherwise, the cylinder falls out.
Right.
And they've got to be flush. Oops. Right, it's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be flush. Put that one in a tiny bit more.
And that's all it needs to hold them in, is it?
That's it. Quite good, that. Quite a nice touch, I think that is. Well done, Ford. Right, so now this lock is now finished. Right, and you insert the key into the new lock, and the paddle moves as soon as you start moving the key, which is what you need.
So that'll open and close the bonnet.
Yeah, that'll open and close the bonnet. Right, so there's nothing. I've just showed you how to assemble this lock, but there's actually nothing wrong with this lock. It's just a paddle on the end that's faulty. I don't know if you can get the paddle in the metal retainer. I don't know if you can get that. I've looked and I couldn't see it. But in this particular instance, that's all you need. You don't need the whole lock barrel. All right. So that is now ready to go into the grill and just reassemble. Right. So when you buy a new lock, hang on, you probably as well to order some trim clips as well. These are not genuine Ford. These are just aftermarket trim clips because I couldn't get the clips out of the bottom of the trim panel underneath the engine. So you need a lock and the clips, really. And that's it. Now we'll start assembling. Right. Yeah. So obviously you just push it in. He says. That's it. I just got to put the clip in behind. You could probably put the clip in before and just snap the block in, but we'll just push the clip in now. We're going underneath, so
Yep.
that's what. Right, so locks in. That's it.
And that's the clip that just pushes back in and
Yeah.
secures the lock.
So you could have put the clip back in. You could have pushed it back in place and then pushed the lock in. It would have gone snap into position. Either or. We've just pushed the lock in and put the clip in. It's all fine, whichever way you do it.
That's it.
Okay, that's
So,
it.
so if you turn the key, don't turn the
Yeah.
key. Oh,
Sorry. Right, it's all working fine. Right, so we did bend the plate a bit to get access. I mean, you can struggle up by the radiator and get these two top bolts out if you want to, but I don't really see a massive issue with bending the plate. Sometimes time is money. When you're in a garage environment, time is definitely money. Right, so I'll just explain quickly the trim clips. These are the trim clips that came out. I'm going to use the proper tool to try and remove them, but they're sort of one-use clips, factory clips, trim clips, whatever you want to call them. These sort of clips are far better because you push the clip in and then you push the center to expand the clip. And you need a slightly probably smaller tool than this, but you can just pull the center out and take the clip out and reuse it. So these are brilliant. These are far better than these. Right, so that's what I'd try and buy if I was you. So everything's done underneath. So now we're going to put the cover on the lock assembly. Right, so just put a bit of lubrication in the rubber just to get it on. You've got a little what do they call it?
Don't know.
I've forgotten it now. Mine's
A
gone
hoofy
blank.
lump.
A little lumpy bit there. Look, I've forgotten what it's called. Sorry. Right, it's got to fit over that piece. Right, it only goes on one way.
All right.
You'll find it goes on a lot better if you just put a little bit of lubrication in there. That's it. Right. So if we operate the lock,
That's operating.
it all works lovely. All right.
Jobs are good.
Right. So right, you can do this job another way. You can yank the front grille off and then get in behind and remove the metal cover. I was going to do this. I removed the front number plate and I was going to take the grille off, but I just feel that I'm going to break it. It's just a bit. It's all clipped in all the way around, and I think it's a bit risky.
You probably would break it. That would cost a lot of money.
Yeah, yes. It's. I don't know what this would be for Ford. You have to face this section, and I say
that's not going to be cheap, is it?
no. And the profit you make on the job is gone on the grill. So I'm quite happy to go up behind because it's just as easy in my opinion. But I say there's lots of good YouTubers out there do it different ways. This is just the way that I do it. I just hope that helps somebody on their drive, a DIYer, do their lock if they need to. Thank you.